Welcome to today's Explainer. We are unpacking a seriously compelling investment landscape within the home and commercial services sector today. Specifically, we're looking at the all-dry services franchise opportunity. Now, if you're a B2B investor, or maybe you're an aspiring franchise owner looking to build a highly scalable, truly resilient enterprise, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the exact operational details, the brand differentiation, and of course, the financial metrics you absolutely need to know to evaluate the system.
So let me ask you this. What if you could invest in a business where demand is literally guaranteed? Just think about that for a second. In the franchise world, we see a ton of trendy retail concepts or, seasonal services that constantly fluctuate with the economy. But what if your customer base wasn't driven by disposable income at all, but by absolute necessity? We're talking about entering a recession-resistant market, where your services are required regardless of what the stock market is doing on any given day.
Here's our quick roadmap for today's Explainer. First, the unstoppable restoration market. Second, the all-dry advantage. Third, strategic B2B partnerships. Fourth, franchise financial requirements. And finally, number 5, your next steps.
Okay, let's dive right into this with Section 1, the unstoppable restoration market. The sheer variety of catalysts driving this business is pretty remarkable. You've got major restoration drivers like water and flood damage, fire and smoke, storm damage, biohazard situations, and mold removal. And honestly, the undeniable truth of this industry is that disasters simply do not wait for business hours. A burst pipe or a severe storm doesn't care if it's a Tuesday afternoon or a Sunday at 2 a.m., right? These unpredictable 24/7 emergencies create a constant, completely unstoppable pipeline of clients who need immediate, professional help to get their lives and their businesses back to normal.
And all-dry has capitalized heavily on that constant demand. They were actually founded back in 2014, and they spent years building a foundation of deep, hands-on restoration expertise before they ever even offered it to investors. Then, in 2020, they officially began franchising. And present day, they boast 126 active units nationwide. That kind of rapid expansion over just a few short years demonstrates a highly proven model and incredibly successful national scaling. So this isn't some beta test, it's a fully validated system. Moving right along to Section 2, the all-dry advantage.
In the property restoration space, the bar for customer service is surprisingly low. On one side, you have your standard industry chaos. Late contractors, messy job sites, zero communication. It's a headache. But contrast that with the all-dry guarantee. A guaranteed 1-hour response time, always uniformed professionals, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. By pitting that notoriously unreliable typical contractor experience against all-dry's premium, highly polished brand standards, well, it's pretty easy to see how they capture market share so quickly.
So how do they actually deliver on those big promises? It really comes down to one core policy: zero subcontractors. All-dry maintains absolute quality control, speed, and brand integrity by exclusively utilizing dedicated in-house teams. Now, as an investor, this is a massive operational differentiator for you. When you rely on subcontractors, you completely lose control over the customer experience. But by keeping everything in-house, you protect your reputation. You ensure the job is done to your exact specifications, and ultimately, you protect your bottom line. No passing the buck.
And because they entirely control the workforce, they can guarantee a beautifully refined customer journey. It's really just a simple 4-step process. From the initial reach out for help, to getting a personal restoration plan, to booking the service, and finally getting the property back to normal. Look, when someone's living room is underwater, they are stressed out. Providing a highly refined, exceptionally easy to execute process is exactly how you take a crisis and turn it into a glowing 5-star review.
Furthermore, the all-dry model includes a massive value add for the end consumer. They actually manage insurance claims by working directly with the provider. Just think about the friction this removes. The absolute last thing a property owner wants to do after a devastating fire or flood is spend hours arguing on the phone with an insurance adjuster. By handling that insurance paperwork directly, all-dry wins intense, lifelong customer loyalty. And crucially for you as the owner, it drastically accelerates your payment processing cycle.
That brings us to Section 3, strategic B2B partnerships.
As a franchise owner in this system, you aren't just sitting by the phone waiting for individual homeowners to experience a roof leak. You are proactively building strategic B2B revenue channels.
Your key partners are going to include insurance adjusters and agents who desperately need reliable restoration partners to recommend to their clients. You're also targeting real estate investors and REITs who handle massive multi-property cleanup projects, plus apartment and condo managers who deal with constant, inevitable structural maintenance issues. Establishing rock-solid relationships with these commercial entities means you can scale your revenue rapidly with recurring high-volume B2B jobs.
Okay, let's talk numbers. Section 4. Franchise financial requirements.
The financial framework of the all-dry system is incredibly transparent. The initial investment range sits comfortably between roughly $87,000 and $275,000. To qualify, you'll need a minimum net worth of $250,000. The ongoing structure, it's very standard for the industry. A 7% royalty fee alongside a 1% ad royalty fee. And you're signing on for a 10-year, renewable term. These financials are structured very intentionally to support long-term, sustainable growth for serious operators like you.
But honestly, if there is one single number you need to write down today, it's this one: $175,000. That is the precise liquid cash requirement needed to enter the system. When you look at the scalability we just discussed, those lucrative B2B pipelines, the totally recession-resistant demand, this $175K represents a highly accessible entry point for an investor who is ready to build a truly robust enterprise.
And you're definitely not deploying that capital out there on an island alone. Your investment is backed by 20 dedicated corporate HQ employees whose entire job is to support your growth. You're stepping right into an ecosystem with a team ready to assist you with operations, digital marketing, and strategic growth. Your capital is protected by a robust, highly experienced corporate support team that has successfully scaled this exact model to over 120 units already.
Which seamlessly brings us to Section 5, your next steps. I want you to consider the core mission statement of the National Franchise Association for a moment: create wealth through the franchise industry. That absolutely should be your ultimate end goal here. You aren't just buying a job where you clean up water damage all day. You're acquiring a proven, highly sophisticated system designed to build equity, command serious market share, and generate substantial, lasting wealth.
So if you're a focused learner and a serious investor, the path forward is crystal clear. You can start building your future today by visiting nationalfranchiseassociation.com. That is exactly where you can connect with expert advisors, dive much deeper into the all-dry services prospectus, and officially begin the process of matching your personal financial goals with this specific service offering.